underway. Poplar Royal has lead away with 104 points. Then 89 then for Cadillac to 70 points. Then three rounding off the podium of the constructors. Stands then after the first 5 rounds. But of course, we've got Canada action then. So you get the here we are then, qualifying is just underway. The speed up, Slail back past the champion. on this track for Bronze. Sorry, says Kamara then. And thanks very much to Kamara then for the €5 as well. Then as Chip Hazard's gone P2 with 11.3 and gets himself in the mix then for that pole position contention as well then. Venom then coming right round as well. Then Halsey's had a bit of a problem there with track limits as well. Then there seems to be quite a few of them out there then with those track limits that are costing them as well. Then Wab Stafford is back through again. Then he's on a 13-0 for now. Currently P14 then. Here comes Marsky. Marsky as Sam has jumped up to P6 then in the Cadillac then onto the third row of the grid. Here comes Marsky then the championship leader. Then let's see where he can go then as Barrett has said that I can't believe it. Oh dear. As Marsky's gone P5. With a 11.4 then 3,000 separating him and Slayer then who's improved on them as well. Brilliant stuff indeed. I can't believe it. I'm stupid, says Barrett. I'm not sure why. Oh, Ballett's retired, that's why. I'm not sure what happened to Ballett then. There might have been a bit of an accident there somewhere. My God, I put himself right behind his teammate. Then Mercedes then are very close in comparison in the last few rounds, I should say. And looking good indeed then for Mercedes then to get themselves back on the points paying positions then. Both drivers now looking good. Venom going through into sector 2 then. He is down at 20.1 in the first sector split time. Irvine's back end is a bit all over the place there. Then out of the second turn then as we head through into turn 3 and 4. Goodness me then, keep it under control. As that's a difficult thing, isn't it? Then as Sam's on P1 then with a 10.9, the first driver into the 10s as well tonight so far, and looking good indeed then for Sam then as he comes through and finishes that lap. Then 9.5 minutes to go in qualifying as Shadows jumps up to P6 here with 11.4 as well. Then 11.4 is part of the session so far. Goodness me, as we've crossed through now, and Mr. Elite is just warming up the tyres then to go again. I think Marsky, his teammate, just started another lap as well then. So we'll come and find him later on then. Venom is coming to the line, but Venom has invalidated his time again then, unfortunately. And out of the final chicane then, that's not looking too good there for the Ferrari driver then. Here comes Irvine then. Irvine then flicking it into that final chicane. He invalidated his time, unfortunately, then as Irvine then, and that is going to cost him then as well. Then it's going to be a 12.4 then, which would have put him P15, I think, there. But unfortunately, then it was not in those track limits then as well. Then Venom is also back on track. Then he's struggling with the track limits, it seems, as well. Howes is going through as well. Then where is his teammate, though? That's his teammate of Liam, isn't it? Then Liam is starting a lap. Never mind, ignore me then. Guy is going to start a lap as well. Then it's a short track, and I can't keep up with it all, really, can I? Sam is back in the pits then, as is the Audi. Then goodness me, that Audi is pushing the limits in qualifying, isn't it? But no, all good. Justify starting his next lap as well. Then we've got a Haas. Then that's Marsky. Then Marsky goes P3 with 11.1 there, and improves by I think 0.4 of a second there as well. Then to get himself into row 2 for now. But he is going to be trying to challenge for that top spot, of course, no doubt. Then with the championship lead still to protect, of course, there. Best time then since 10.7, but of course my first lap switch and the second lap invalidated, and I want to watch, and unfortunately crashed his Ballett then. So that is why Ballett is out of, or Deza is out of the qualifying. Then he's had an accident somewhere, I missed it, but he's probably Ballett missed it as well. As Reaper then is, I think, starting another lap then as well. We'll come back to him. Liam is coming through the final chicane then to the line. Then Liam currently P6. Then he's going to go P2 though with a almost 0.3 improvement. Then onto the front row of the grid here. Then goes Liam. Very good stuff indeed. Then from the Williams driver. Then he is looking on song tonight then as well. Brilliant stuff from the Williams driver. Then Irvine's back out on track as well. Then Housey and Anthony back out on track as well. Then Justifies done a 10.1. Is that as a 10.3 from Justify? Goodness me. Oh my word, Justify then has blown them out of the water then with that lap as well. Then at almost his home Grand Prix. Of course, he's a USA driver then, not a Canadian driver. So there we go. Bet Sean is loving his new toilet now. He doesn't have to squat then as well. Then goodness me. Yeah. Well, maybe I'll send you a video and send OnlyFans video for him from Sean coming up soon. But there we go. We've got Chip Hazard. Then he's currently P7 now. Reaper's down to P8 as well. He's coming back to the pit lane. Jake the Slayer's back in the pits. Then Mr. Elite has I think started off a new lap. Captain Hindsight. Then can he find the time? Then he's going to currently P12. He's gone up to P6. He's found half a second, to promote himself. 6 positions in, 11.2 goes all for the Captain Hindsight. What am I talking about? No, 11.2 for Captain Hindsight, who's now up into P6. There we are, then that'll do. Here comes Chip Hazard as well. Then Chip needs to find a couple of tenths then to get himself in the range of a front row, but potentially that's going to be an issue with that track and validation through that final chicane. Shadow starting off his next lap as well then. We've got Housie there, I think he's going round in on a bit of a cruise. Erbo's done 11.8, puts himself P14 as it stands. Then here comes Marshy to the line, then in the Mercedes. Then what's it going to be then for Marshy? Then currently P15, he's going to go P9 with a 7/10 improvement there. He needs to get out of the way of the McLaren though, and that McLaren is justify, I think, was he starting a lap then or finishing a lap? I'm not sure. Kydell's got up to P2 then with a 10.7 now. Then the Aston Martin then back on the front row up the grid then, but not on pole position where he was accustomed to. But he is going to drive the fight still as well. Then as we've got Captain Hindsight going back into the pit lane for Cadillac, then calling it a day there on the soft compact tires. And Roger Sky then he's still going out there. I think he is still going out there for sure then, but he is going again for another flying lap, that is. Stephen Anthony has met those track limits then, unfortunately, but he's going to try another attempt here. Then is the Racing Bulls driver. Then yellow flags on the main straight. Then there's an issue. Then is that Roger Sky's
I can't run.
Marski's improved to P4 with a 10.9 minutes through 10 cents to Marski, the champion lead, and then on to the second row of the grid as it stands as well there. Good stuff. Steve Matthews in the pit. He's currently P7 at best. As I think we've got Cadillac there, the captain hindsight then next across the line and finish off this qualifying session as the checkered flag has now fallen here in Montreal. Then here comes Chip Hazard. He's inbound, not Chip Hazard. Captain hindsight is inbound at this time. Unfortunately, it's going to be done and dusted there for Captain Hindsight. That was a skyrock person then. Goodness me, I don't know where they all are. Then here comes Marshy. Marshy stays P11. We've got an Audi, then that's an Audi of Shadows, then Shadows stays P14. Next Ferrari, then is definitely a Ferrari this time. Slayer's having a bit of an issue there, then he's down to P15. He's having a bit of a problem out of the corner as well. And that is stage P15 for now. Then Goddard stays P10. Who's next? And I can't keep up with it all. We're going to get ourselves settled in then, the strategies to be picked then for the drivers, and of course fuel loads and everything else then, cups of tea to be consumed, and we're racing then in just a moment's time. Wonderful stuff indeed. It's a nice sunny start to the Canadian Grand Prix. We haven't had any rain at all actually in Canada for gold or silver. It doesn't look like it's going to happen for bronze either. So for those wanting the races, it doesn't look like it. It's drastically changed throughout the race. That is. Dino said that hello, Alr, welcome. Dino, any tips on the fuels? Is Rosal? I think you can go under in the dry. Can't you? Pretty much everything out. So depends on how much under you want to risk. Reaper and Housing 12 and 14. Did I see? I think you saw correctly or something like that. Ethan says stuff right there. Soon to get underway then, of course, drivers then have got to wait a few weeks then to make sure everyone is settled and ready, and we are ready now then. 5 red lights coming on here in Canada, and there they are then. As the lights are on then, the lights are out then, and away we go for the start of the Grand Prix. It's a good start there for the race. In the background then, I've got myself all sorted and not sorted. What's going on here then? Oh, here it is then, telemetry's gone then. Verstappen has left the session. Justified, it's not key for an 11, then he's lost out total back to Martin and Sand, then yellow flags in the background is a problem then for Alpine. It looks like then Kydell's dropping down the field as well. Then what's happened to Kydell? Then waiting for the tower to sort himself out, and that's just about Kydell has dropped down 30. He has dropped down 13 places, and it's Kydell then Verstappen hoping he gets off back in the session as well there, but I'm not sure what happened there. I think okay, are we then? No more yellow flags, then it's another problem for an Aston Martin. It's Reaper this time then, unfortunately then, and it's then damage then to the Aston Martin cars then, both of them in the wars then in the opening lap then, and Kydell has lost 13 places after that start as well then. Chip Hazard has passed Justified from P3, hasn't he? Yes, he has been up into podium places now as they get themselves through the final chicane. Goodness me, and that was close. Justified's going to try and retake that P3 here, and here comes Marsky on the charge for the lead of the Grand Prix. Not quite then into turn 1 then, and Justified does sneak back through and take back that podium place as well there for the McLaren. Good stuff. Stop sneaking. He's done a good job though. But unfortunately for everyone else, they've done well. Chopped and changed. Kydell has lost out to his teammate now as well. And I'm not sure if there's damage in Kydell's front wing. There seems to be that end plate missing there, unfortunately, from the Aston Martin drive. That's been changed. He's doing really well. Looking good, I can say, in the qualifying. But he has an outfit to recover in this race. And it's been changed as well. Justified trying to sneak down the inside of the hairpin then, and it's on the hard rock man tyres. Then we'll switch on the tyre situation. Justified still holding the fight to the top 2. We've got more chopping changing as well. Then I think that was Steve and Andy potentially then up at the P8. Then we've got Goddard and Marsh then into the top 10. Both Mercedes end up strong at this stage. Shadows trying to put the pressure on into the final chicane. Close enough, not quite enough there. Then Irwine's up at 2. Chasing after them all as well. Slayer then up to P13, then Alton then has lost 1 spot then to P14. Mr. Reed, the points taking positions then, but he's been chased down by that's close. That's pretty Housing. Mr. Reed now Reed going to get his nose in there as well there. Trying to get his nose in there. Then oh god then, oh my goodness. And Mr. Reed then I think almost turned in on Reaper there. Didn't see where he was then. Russian gained 4 places up in the P18 then. Rosas Spice gained 2. Verstappen, I think he's back in the car then. Hopefully he's back in the car. He's not, and he just joined them. So goodness me, he's been having some difficulties there. Then there's Housing past Slayer for P13. Oh no, Slayer's gone round then. Oh, dearie me, and there's more issues as well. Then they're all going on for the pace. Then what's happening there? Aston Martin as a Haas involved as well. Then it's Slayer that has got himself righted there, but there was contact, and Slayer's got diving down the inside of the hairpin there as well. Then goodness me, and what happened? I think there was contact on the back of that Ferrari. There wasn't there into the chicane, and now they're going to go 3 wide. Aston Martin and Ferrari heading down the back straight corners. Got the first penalty in the evening. Then as here comes Slayer then into the final chicane. Then oh my god, there. That's dangerous to say the least, especially with the acceleration of speed going over that chicane as well then. And my word indeed. But well, they've got themselves some sort of turn 4 and 5, then round the outside. Irvine has got the position, I think. Yes, he has. Then up into P11. Oh, Jeremy, that's back end stepping out there. Right, there's right then, Irvine's over to P11. We've got the entire situation then to unfold in front of our very eyes. There's Reaper and Mr. Ali. Then goodness me, they're going to go side by side through there. Then Reaper's got a penalty. And trying to go side by side through the let's just say that then diving back in then, and now Slayer's gaining the hairfield. Well then, goodness me then, guys, the hat on, that's all that, there we go. There we are, so Chip hasn't then got himself back in the mix there with the runners as well then. Reaper has now passed Mr. Ali, then Kaido has passed Slayer as well then with the 8 of the blue boots. The final pay. Here we are. That was Slayer having a bit of an off bend announcement. Now we've got Cross the Sky trying to sneak through on the medium compound tyres. Then Slayer's on the hard compound tyre. Oh God! And just about squeezing through them is the Rebel went on the Ferrari and up to P17 after the technical deploys. Hopefully that's all sorted now. Wabstam, I think he's back in the car and then back in the train as well. Not sure what's happening with Taz then and Desert as well, but they seem to be struggling in the opening stages here as well. But wait to see that change later on in the race. And Mask and Justify, they're all a tenth of a second away from each other as they head through into the hairpin. Then Justify getting a shake from the inside. And he's got it, he's got the space and needs then. And Mark got the better extra around the outside and holds on to P2. The Mushrooms a bit home. Street going as well then, says Equaz. Well, let's see. Well, oh God, let's see. Justified has lost out to Chip Hazard, then Chip Hazard is back through into P3 now. And away we go then on to lap 6 then. Chris Weaver owns that to the guys to jump. More to jump then, oh dearie me. And there's going to be a late move, there it is, a late move, that's Lee, and then there's a penalty as well, and that's coming through turn 1, I believe. See, that's as well. How it calls. It's Mushroom and Wabstam who's replaced there as well. It's turn 1 then. Mushroom has picked up the pace there. Plus has hurry up there. Mushroom's on the way then. Taz has left the session. There might be some technical issues there for the Alpine, unfortunately. That's a technical problem. Having set, it seems so. Hopefully he'll get himself back and race. He can take a penalty. But of course, as I'm saying, circuit as goes through into the hairpin, and that's Liam sneaking through and Justify then on the outside of the hairpin as well. He went into the braking zone, I think, at the entrance of the corner, and trying to fight back here then with the Williams as we go through then down the main straight. Then Justify's gone back through and up into P4 now. But oh goodness me, then Chip Hazard is really having issues out of that final gate. Marsky is going to try and challenge for the lead here, then into turn 1, then he's got the inside line, then he's got the move down, then up into P1 goes Marsky, Justifies back through, then into P3, is he gets just through there. He's back underway, then see Anthony up to P6 here, then P8 as well. We've got Captain Hindsight chasing down there with Venom, then there's a mate, they're all lying the stern, aren't they here? And only one in the top 8 on the hard compound time, that's our bolts that Justify them. On those hard compound tyres in the next few laps or so, I'd imagine. Then he's gone for P2. He's taken P2. And no, he hasn't. They're going to go side by side. Oh, dearie me. And he's running to the back there as well. Then goodness me. And well, that was side by side for the say. As Chip has died down the inside now. Then he's got the car slowed down and into the head. And then again on the exit. Justifies got the traction on the outside line, then he's got himself back up into P3, but here comes the Rebel on the attack now, then heading down the back straight, then he's back up into P3 this time now, as they still go side by side through here, then again it seems as we go into the chicane. Taz is back in, and unfortunately the Taz has been lost again. Fair play to Taz getting back in as well. He seems having technical issues there, but he got himself back in the car there, and we never know what could happen in this race as we go through turn 1 and 2 once again, and they're all still behind the stern. Then goodness me, Irvine and Marsh, then they're side by side. Oh, there's contact there as well. Then on the exit of turn 2, then Shadow's get involved. Not quite then. So we go through then into like, oh San, and he got passed by Justify, then into turn 6, then or into turn 5 and 6, and Chip Hazard has taken the momentum as well, then and gone through P3 as well. It was not having a good game, unfortunately. So we head through now sector 2. Justify goes last, he's got himself 1 point in second gap. Quite comfortable Justify will start to come out of them on those hard compound tyres. I would imagine Jacob Slayer has got a penalty to remain as well. Like I said, penalties rolling in throughout the night then, so stage final end of lap 35 as we're going to see quite a few penalties here. Then as here comes then on the attack this time, he's got the inside into the chicane. He's got the position then into the chicane. Taz kind of see what's happened to Taz then. I think he's got back in the car as he's got back in the car a long time. Constantly as we go through into turn 1 and 2, then these two flying a stand still, and Justify's got the inside, hasn't got the position of his Chip Hazard. They're going to fight it then into turn 3. Justify's down the inside, he's got the move done, or has he? And now Sam's going to be calling away at the back of that Rebel as we head through into sector 2. Oh my word! And Liam then, oh God, Steve actually well, they're very close to the back of those cars ahead. Then we head through to the sort of concertina there. Lap 9 is underway, but my word, it's been fantastic to say the least. I think he's opened 9 laps as well. Then we'll go through into sector 3 soon as well. Then there are the top 8 with Arsenal just at that gap. Justify, can he get a shift on and try and catch up to the race lead? Then he's got a 2-second gap in, but he's now got himself a bit of a gap now as well to Chip Hazard. So top back of that McLaren for the time being. He's trying to get himself back in contention here. Then as here comes Sam, then he's on the attack, then he's up into P3, then is Sam heading through the final. Then we go now, then Chip Hazard. He's got down, no he hasn't, he's going to try and bring past. And Justify's having to shoot out to the final. She's taking it to the power driver. And this time Sam does sneak through into turn. No, he doesn't. There's contact. Then he's lost the car. Then Chip Hazard trying to get himself through. Oh my dear me. And Sam then, what is Sam doing there? He seemed to lose control of the car. He's done it again. Then as Sam spun the car around. Those tyres, I think, are done for the Cadillac, unfortunately. And he's trying to get it back on there. But make sure he doesn't do it too risky. And he has done it a bit riskily, to be fair, there, because there's all sorts of chaos trying to get through that now. Towns got a penalty up, then, so we go through then into about 10, and that's in hindsight, that's passed. Goodness me, that was ambitious. What's gone on there? Then the cat's in hindsight, and Venom then coming together, then Venom is back on then, but unfortunately that has been costly for both Ferrari and Cadillac driver. And I'm not sure what's gone on there as well. Then they've both had a coming together. The exit of the corner. Then there's a late block up there for Kydell. Then Venom is back underway. Then has he got any damage? Though it's a question. Challenge got a 10-second penalty. I'm not sure why. I think he might have been trying to overtake Cadillac and Ferrari incident there as well. So Venom is trying to carry on without any damage. Kydell's got a 3-second penalty. They go through that final game. There's more chaos then as Reaper has passed now. Then into lap 11, then up into P11 now for the Aston Martin driver. Then is the damage then to that Cadillac is the other question as well. Then both of them coming together then in sector 2, I think. Oh God, it's closing there. Cadillac was almost under a bit of pressure then from that from the Cadillac. As we head through now then, and here he comes. Yellow flags again. Then there's a whole lot of Slayer is out of the session. What's happened there? And nice man in front of me, and DNF then. Oh, that's so unlucky for Slayer as well there. Yeah, it seems that, well, like I said, unfortunately, that is it's the nature of the beast around Canada, which is a big shame for Slayer as well, and a shame for San and Desmond. But to be fair, we've seen quite a few spins already in this race, and it is a bit treacherous indeed, the team out there, especially on the old compact tyres. Then DSC has gone away then, so those in the pits are not going to gain too much. Then Connors and Marsh and P3 and P4 now for the Mercedes team. Good stuff indeed. One up to P5, then we've got pit stop action. Then Chip Hazard's on the hard. Still green flag running as they come out of the pit lane now. Return in 13, I believe, and where is he? Come out in 14 ahead of Deza. Is he just about there? Yes, they are then. As on the old compact tries to have the grip then to try and find then. Unfortunately, turn 3 pit stop for Kydell as well. Then both Aston Martins have double stacked then, and it was after the VSC as well. Then so it's not gone well for them. Then what's happened? It's Sad again. Then Sad. Oh my God, Sad. Then what are you doing there? Then and he is that's Kydell, is it? No, it's Reaper then who's had a collision. Drive-through penalty for San. Then San is really getting in the way here, literally, to say the least. Then he needs to move out of the way then of cars coming through, and that is dangerous to say the least from San. And well, I think that's 2 drivers of his cars then, and goodness me, that's Taz then who spun the car going through turn 6 there as well. Then my word, then well, keeping your cool now. And I think if you're on mediums or old mediums, it's best to get off now. But there you go, Slayer. That's exactly the same thing I think then. But unfortunately, it's been costly for Slayer. It's been costly for Reaper as well. Then I think he's got damage now to that Aston Martin, which is a big shame indeed. Chip has it past Wabstappen. Wabstappen is, of course, he's on the old medium compound tyres. Then Ruben Clone is pitting now for the hard compound tyres. Back underway now. Then Kydell will sneak through. Reaper, I think, is going to have to return to the pit lane. Then unfortunately, Reaper then is just not on the way. His way, I should say, tonight. Then San's also back in the pit lane here. But unfortunately, San as well. There's 3 seconds for one. But that's the track penalty then as well. Then into the pits then to sort out that front wing and get back underway. Then Justify is going to be looking to try and take the lead then back. Of course, he started on pole position. He lost out quite early on to medium runners then, but now he's trying to challenge here. Mr. Elite then on the hards as well. Has gone past Housey. Has he? Yes, he has. Now goes Housey. Goes Mr. Elite, sorry. Justifies in the pit. Hards will come into play then as well. Then says Slayer as well. Well, we've just seen exactly the same thing as well. Then as Marsh is now up to P2. Brilliant stuff. It's been chased by her right now. So we go through then into lap 14. Then pit stop then Justify then is on to medium compound tyres. Filter out then behind. Where is he? There he is. Then he's on the exit. Then and Liam has got 1 lap more worn tyres then, but they're warmed up then. But he's not ahead of the McLaren on the exit pits. Then Justify filters out P8 then for the McLaren driver there. Good stuff indeed. We've got Steve Hansen going to try and get himself past Wabstappen, sorry. More pit stops then. Mr. Elite was a Sky also in then, as is Reaper and Sal again. Then Chip Hazard has passed Housey now for P6. Then Steve Hansen has passed Wabstappen. Simultaneously then into sector 2 we go now. Steve Hansen then chasing after Liam then as his next target. Then Justifying Housey then a bit of a mismatch in terms of the tyre situation then on both cars there, but he has gone through, and now comes Liam as well then trying to get past his teammate. I think Housey's going to play the team game there as well then, and let Liam sneak past there as well then into P8 there as well then. So we've got Mars leading the way. No, Mars has crashed into the pit entry there. Goodness me, how has he done that then? Shadders is also in as well then, and we've also got Housey also in at the same time, but Marshy is going to have to change that front wing. He is changing that front wing. That is costly indeed for Marshall. Unfortunately, got so far that he's racing, but that front wing change is going to be very detrimental to the points paying positions towards the end of this race as well then. Housey has got a 3-second penalty. Then we'll come back to all that because as they filter out the pit lane, it will sort itself out there as well. Then Housey will filter out in 13. Marshall in 14. Kydell's coming through as well. Then he's going to try and get himself in the fight. Then as Captain Hindsight has passed Irvine for P2. And he's now on the way then as well. Then Irvine is starting to struggle, I think, on those compound tyres then. And I think it's probably he's got damage to the left end plate there as well. Then what's happened there? Then as Chip Hazard has been passed by Justified on the medium compound tyres. Then this time then they've switched roles in terms of the tyre situation. But again, their fight carries on then. Irvine is going to try and sneak his way back from the pit lane here. Mr. Elite and Rosa Sky then are trying to do some chopping and changing as well. Then medium compound tyres for them. Deza has lost out to Goddard's then. Goddard's up into P8 now as well. Then forward Mercedes driver then on his fresh medium compound tyres. And Mr. Elite's going to try and get himself in the mix. Is he here? No, he's not. Who's that? Unfortunately, Sam then is having control Chip has then slots down to justify chasing after Irvine. And again, they have not pitched the top three have yet to pit then in this race then. But I'm not sure why, to be honest. But there we go. Then Des is also not pitting just yet then as well then. And we've got more pit stops then unfolding the shadows and sticking down then onto fresh hard compound tyres. Mushroom then fresh hard compound tyres as is Brad Stappen 3 seconds behind in there as well then. As we filter through now then into lap 11, no, lap 16, sorry, Justifies past Irvine, then Irvine's not got the traction on those medium compound tyres anymore, unfortunately. Hopefully he will be considering a pit stop then very soon then, as Chip Hazard is next to try his luck to pass that, pass the racing ball as well then as we head onto the back straight then. Captain Hindsight, are they going to think about a pit stop then? Martin's carrying on then. Captain Hindsight, is he going to think about a pit stop then? Chip Hazard past Irvine for P4. Captain Hindsight carries on. Justified carries on then. Irvine has called it then. And the hard compound tyres might even have a front change there as well to fix that end plate then. It looks like unless he wants to try and keep at it then and go for it as well then on that front wing then, but he's changing that front wing anyway. Derzer is into pits then as well then for McLaren. Marsh potentially as well then in 13. Kydell's filtering through, but dear, and again we have the front nose glitch as well there, which is fantastic. Then Irvine will grab 14, then Rab Stappen as Desert then has got a new front wing as well, then a new set of hards at the end of this race, hopefully for Desert as well. Then unfortunately for Reaper, Taz and Sam, then it is just a race to the finish then to try and get themselves to the line then as well. Unfortunately, it's been difficult first half of the race then for those three drivers then, and of course for Slayer, who was a bystander then, and unfortunately then was collected then in the scene of the accident. Then after the car spun right in front of him then as well. Marsky's in the pit lane. Captain Hindsight is going to lose the lead here because Justify then takes back the top spot then. Marsky wants the hard compound tyres. Out there sometime soon. I'm not sure where, but we'll wait and see. So Roger Sky then is up into P8 now. He's chasing after, just chased after Mr. Elite. He's now chasing after Goddard's. Irvine's past Kydell for P13 on the mark now as well then on fresh hard compound tyres, but that is just a glitch. Don't worry, the nose is still there on the racing ball. It is just a Codemasters. Chip Hazard and Captain Hindsight have gone through then as well. Then here comes Liam on the attack as well. Then into sector 2, not quite there for the Williams driver on this occasion. Now on the exit with the extra grip on those hard compound tyres. Oh dearie me, there's contact there. Then going through then into the hairpin now, and we slow the car down. Then Liam has gone through, but Captain Hindsight is starting to struggle on those old medium compound tyres. He's the only driver so far yet to pit in this race. As well, then it is getting a bit grey overhead. Then the clouds are rolling in. Then is it going to be wet towards the end of this race? Wait and see. I don't think so at this stage. But there we go. The Captain Hindsight finally boarding his day on compound tyres, and he's very happy to get rid of those yellow tyres. Well, then onto a set of hard compounds. Let's go through now. Then marking them back up to 5 two-stop strategy. Got Captain Hindsight then in for those hard compound tyres and back out and back underway then, but he's going to be dropping down the front quite drastically. So let's see where he can filter out then. Howsey coming through into P10 then. I think he might be just ahead of Howsey then. He goes through turn 2. Howsey is P11 then as we filter out the pits as well there. Good stuff indeed. So double pit stops to come then. We've got Kydell then I think we'll have to pit again then. Mr. Elite will have to pit again then. He's in a fight with Roger Sky there, and Mr. Elite will think about a pit stop again, I'm pretty sure. Then same for Goddard's then, and same for our poles to justify. Desert sets the fastest lap of the race then. Fair play indeed for getting that fast lap. That point goes to whoever gets that point, whoever gets that fastest lap at the end of the race then. Marsh has had an issue. Marsh is pointing the wrong way there, is the Mercedes, unfortunately then. That might be upsetting Mushroom and Wab Wab Stappen as well there, but Marshy then unfortunately is he's been in a wall somewhere then, hasn't he? Then I'm not sure if there was a helping hand or if it was just a spin then as well. We'll wait and see. Rosa Sky's back past Mr. Elite then as well as we go through into lap 20. Rosa Sky then on the charge then. Mr. Elite is going to be thinking about the next pit stop in the next 5 laps or so, I would imagine. And those medium compound tyres, they held on for a few drivers then, but they were absolutely horrible for another few at the same time then as well. Then Wab Stappen has passed Mushroom for the final point to gain position, but of course Mushroom would get that position back in the situation for Wab Stappen as it stands. Marshy's got a 10-second penalty. No, goodness me, then for Marshy, then it's going from bad to worse. And it was going so well in the first part of the race there as well, but unfortunately, since a new front wing going on the Mercedes as well, then but he'll be back underway. But he's going to have that 10-second penalty either served in another pit stop then, or of course added on to his race time at the checkered flag. Big shame for Marshy then, because he was looking strong tonight as well here. Then it's a real shame for Mercedes, but we'll wait and see then if he can fight back here. Then it's never done until it's done. Here comes Liam, it's not done, and he's trying to fight Chip Hazard for P2 on track, that is. Both of them with penalties then as well. Then Stephen Anthony is closing in then in P3. Sand's got a 10-second penalty for ignoring blue flags. What is going on there then? He's got a 10-second penalty for ignoring blue flags, and he's still ignoring the blue flags as well. It seems then on the Mercedes of Goddard, it seems there as well then, but he has got out of the way now. But brings me to had some technical issues off the start then with the timing tower again then, but I think that seems to be a Canada issue, because I think it's happening every night then for Gold 2 and for Ron tonight as well. But there we are. As what would it be without some issues from Codemasters? I think new. But good stuff indeed. Then it's definitely getting a bit cloudier and greyer overhead then as well. Then so we'll come back to that because that could be a bit interesting towards the end of this race as well as we head into the hairpin now. Then Liam is trying to get himself that P2 position. Oh dear, on traction, and I think Chip Hazard has got that grip then to get himself moving quicker there for the Red Bull car then as we head through now then into lap 22 really. But there we are then. Those grey clouds are definitely forming in the background, and here comes Marsky then trying to challenge for P4. Not quite there into that final chicane. My goodness me then. It is we got Cadillac and Ferrari then, and we've got Cadillac and Haas. Goodness me then, that was going to be ambitious to say the least there. Trying to get past Mr. Lee and Venom into the same corner. San and retire then, he's in the pit lane with San, and unfortunately then his race has gone from bad to worse then, and there is Captain Hindsight still trying to get himself past Mr. Elite then as well. But yeah, 2 retirements then. Unfortunately, Sam, I think, was the cause of the retirement for was the cause of the retirement for Jake the Slayer as well then, because they had an issue. Oh dear, there's an issue. There's Venom trying to sneak through as well then on the Cadillac as well then, but I'm not sure what's happened there then. Marsky has passed Stephen Anthony there for P4. They had an issue. Yes, San had an issue then in the first sector, didn't he? Then he spun the car then, and Jake the Slayer came round the corner to find a Cadillac then in the midst of the circuit where he wanted to put his car, which unfortunately was not good. There's a McLaren there, and that's my thought there. Is that car? I hope that car is ghosted now. I think maybe there's some issues with it. We'll have a look at the lobby settings after this, because this is looking a bit interesting. Marshy's got a 3-second penalty, and a fair play for Marshy, then pushing on, then trying to get himself back in the mix here. Potentially, if something goes untoward, then he could get himself back in the mix as well. Then that Cadillac finally has been cleared out of the way. But that was another problem there as well, then it seemed. Right, we've got Stephen Anthony then and Marshy, then we've also got Liam and Chip Hazard resuming their battle for P2. As it stands then, we've got a pit stop coming for our pole sitter then of Justify then, who's done 2 stops already, then he's got a 3-second, just under a 3-second gap now as it stands. But he is going to be trying to eke out as much of a gap as he can then on those medium compound tyres before pitting again. Then Irvine unfortunately has picked up another penalty. Yeah, we'll have to do a totting up then of the penalty situation towards the end of the race, of course, because there's going to be quite a few out there with the nature of the circuit as it is. As Liam then this time he's still having a bit of an issue then getting that car slowed down then into the hairpin, and that is costing him on the exit then, and they can't fight then on this main straight. Venom's picked up a 3-second penalty as well here. Where is Cadillac and Captain Hindsight? He's chasing after Mr. Elite, and Mr. Elite starting to struggle on those medium compound tyres, I would imagine. as he's trying to get himself into a window to do a two-stop strategy here soon. But here comes the Cadillac then on those hard compound tyres. Then he's going to go for the inside line then and try and pass the Haas. Then he has passed the Haas as Liam picked up a penalty, sorry. As he passes the Haas then into the final chicane, then up into P8 now. We've got Mr. Venom, sorry, Mr. Ruthless Venom in a battle now as well as we head through onto lap 24 of 35 then. Apart from the it justifies the penalty as well then. Apart from the mishaps, which were unfortunate mishaps, I don't think there was anything untoward there, but I may be wrong. But apart from the mishaps then as well, then I think everyone has done a fantastic job of tackling the circuit as best they can in these difficult regulations and difficult track limits as well there. So fair play indeed to everyone then putting in shift here tonight then as well then. Fair play to Taz, Marshy and Deza as well and Reaper for soldiering on then trying to get the best result that they can then even with the problematic races that they've had as well then. And Deza has passed Reaper there for P17. Right, good stuff. Liam then still chasing after that P2 position there, but he's now being caught by Marsky. Then Marsky is now in the mix here, and we've seen Marsky then with a late strategy call, then late pit stop strategy, make his way through the field then in previous races as well then. So he is looking to try and repeat the feat here, and potentially if he can pass Liam and Chip Hazard then with here pit stop, no, it's pit stop. This is right. Compact. With pit stop then to come to justify potentially. We might see Marsky then get himself back into this race then as Goddard's got a 3-second penalty and Goddard's running strong though, and you have to man a pit stop as well very soon. Then Rosa Sky is closing in then on the Goddard's is sorry, Rosa Sky is closing in then on Goddard's, there we go, got there in the end. Marsky is closed in then on this battle here then for the podium places as well. Then let's see. Can he try and use those fresh hard compound tyres to sneak through here? We'll wait and find out then as we go onto the back straight then for the 25th time then here in Canada there so far. Fantastic stuff indeed. I don't want to jinx it, but I probably have now. One's up in the P10, chasing after the here as well. Then as we go through, what's that there then? That's Wabstappen. Wabstappen going slowly there. Then is there an issue then for the Audi driver? Then what's happened there? Literally, it's gone through. It's gone off the circuit then as Wabstappen. Then there's some problems there, it seems, for the Audi. Then not sure. We'll come back to that then. Rosa Sky has passed Goddard's for P6 then as well. Benham has been passed by Irvine as well, and Irvine's on a charge here then into the final chicane to go then up into P9. What's going on for Wabstappen though? He's got some serious. He's not depleting the battery either. Then is there battery issues there at the? No, he's now gone. Oh, there's a wall. Goodness me. Right, I'm not sure what's going on there then. And Sirius Russian trying to get himself in the fight as well then for that P14 position. Wabstappen is in, but I'm not sure if there's technical issues or if there's something else going on there for the Audi. But he's into the pit lane at least. Then Kydell's up into P15. Wing change there for Wabstappen, unfortunately then. So I think he might have been. Oh God! Then as that's Liam, that's Marsky. Then they're fighting into the hairpin as well then. And on the exit, then Marsky, is he going to try and get his way through? Then has he got enough battery to burn? Then as we go down the back straight, and Chip Hazard is going to be having his wing mirrors full of Haas and Williams as we head into the chicane. Then he's got it. Then as Marsky up into P3 on track. Mystery's got a penalty there. Then Kydell has passed Mushroom. Then he's on fresh, even compact tyres as Kydell. He's on a charge. Here comes Marsky now. He's got a new challenger as Chip Hazard for that P2 position. 3.5 seconds to gap. Then Goddard's is in the pit lane. He's calling it a day on the medium compound tyres. Then he's going to go to a new set of mediums, I think, then to the end of this race. And away he goes. He'll be out in P12, potentially then behind Shadows and Wabstappen. I'm so sorry to Wabstappen. I'm not sure what's going on there, but he's having another issue. Then it seems. Then Goddard's coming out the pit lane now. He's going to be ahead of Shadows, just about there, and he is away then as Marsky has passed Chip Hazard for P2 on track. That is. We'll have a look at penalties in just a moment's time. Then as Reaper has passed Deza as well. Then into lap 27. Then Deza's gone for the move round the outside. Has clipped the Aston Martin. Then I'm not sure that's going to be too favourable there. Then the rival driver as well. Marsky then is up into P2. Then got 3 seconds to close in on Justified. Justified's not hit yet. He's not going to be able to try and get those mediums to the end of the race. As he knows, he's not. He's coming into the pit lane now. So Justify in the pits in 3 seconds for Chip then as he crosses into lap 27. Then that extra penalty then is going to be costly, I think, as we go towards the end of this race. Then Justify then as Liam's trying to sneak down the inside. He has snuck down the inside. Justify then half a metre compound tires going on. Out for him now then is the McLaren, and the pole sitter there is on a 2-stop strategy. Then he's going to have to do some overtaking to get himself back in the mix here as well. Then we'll wait and see what he can do then as we go through then on to lap 28. Then Marsky has now got a 2-second lead over Liam as well then, so he is scampered off as well, and he's got six laps younger tyres at the same time. A penalty situation as it stands. Liam and Chip Hazard would lose positions potentially to Stephen Anthony and potentially to Captain Hindsight as well. Then both of them with no penalties as it stands as well. There, I'll probably jinx that as well. Then we've got 3 seconds for Justify and for Rosa Sky. Then 6. Out to the Magic Mushroom then in that P14 and P15 fight as well here. And we'll wait and see how it all goes down in the last knockings of the situations in the races, that is. As Goddard sets the fastest lap of the race then on his fresh medium compound tyres. Right, there are the position changes then. Who are you going to pick for driver of the day then? You can't really pick anybody, can you? Because there's so many opportunities, to say the least. Then there's Cooper has repassed Bannon then for P16. Justify is on the attack, and he's got himself past Rosa Sky. And on those fresh mediums, then he's going to have to make them work at the end of this race. Then he will have the grip to the end of this race as well, though, which is going to be a good news indeed for the McLaren driver. Can he get himself back in the podium mix? Then we'll wait and see. But there we are, as Marshy's back in the pit lane. Marshy, oh dearie me, he's serving a penalty as well. Then Justify, Rosa Sky, Stephen Anthony, and Serious Mushroom candidates for drive for the day. Then as Reaper unfortunately picked up a penalty there as well, going through sector 1. It's not been a good race, unfortunately, for the Aston Martin driver, who's won back-to-back races before tonight. But hopefully bounce back. I'm sure there was, it seemed like he was in the middle of a mix-up. There we are then, sorted that out then. Desert and Reaper then back in the fight as well. Then they're keeping on having a bit of a battle there, it seems. Marshy, I think, has gone for the soft compound tyres and trying to go for that fastest lap point here in Canada, I should say. There you are then. There is your driver of the day candidates as well then. Fair play indeed for everybody who's still in this race. Then it's I don't think it's a slight on either Slayer or Sam that they're out of this race, and it's just the nature of the beast, isn't it then? As we go through here then, and that is a red bull. That is Stephen Anthony. That's a racing bull, sorry. Stephen Anthony then, who has lost out to Captain Hindsight, and he's now lost out then to Justify on his medium compound tyres then. And as he goes through then, Stephen Anthony's starting to struggle then, but he's still in the mix then to gain quite a bit of a position, quite a few positions or so, I should say. And get himself potentially on a podium then. Liam then that back end stepping out as we go through then on to lap 31 of 35. Rosa Sky then is gained 14 places as well. Then Irvine's gained 9 places, and he is looking in good command as well. Then even without that nose on the racing ball as well. Then fair play indeed to Irvine, and he is looking pretty good then without that nose. It doesn't matter with the nose or not. Then it's still going well. We've got Chip Hazard then still in that fight. Then he's now got he's not got Captain Hindsight for company just yet. But he will do very soon. Then he's going to have Justify the company as well. Then because Justify is motoring then in that McLaren, and he's trying to get himself through to P4 on track. That is. Chip Hazard's got another penalty. Unfortunately, those penalties racking up. Then he's going to vote him off the podium here. Then unfortunately for the Red Bull driver, Justify. Oh God, there's an Alpine. What's happened there? That's Taz then. He's gone off the circuit, maybe just trying to avoid the drivers coming through then, but unfortunately that has been costly then. But he is all right, I think. Then he's back on the way. Right, what was I going to say? Justified is past. He's past the Cadillac now, and he's going to try. Cadillac's coming back at it. Though. Here he comes. Where is he? He's passed. He's back through. Then he's Captain Hindsight. That is P4. And now, oh my word! Goodness me! And Justified then with the blue boost has blue boosted back up to P4. So there we are. Then we'll have a look at that. Captain Hindsight will be in P2, I believe, as it stands. Wait to see them. I think Justify could be P3. We'll wait to find out as he's broken the 1 second gap there to the Cadillac driver. That's a Mercedes. That's Marshy then. Goodness me, Marshy, where are you going, sir? And similar to Taz then, he's just flown off the circuit. Then Marshy's retired. Then oh God, then that's in a very horrible spot as well there. Where is that then as we go through then? Because hopefully that car is not going to get in the way then of any drivers coming through then in this final part of the race as well here. Then Marshy then retiring on track then unfortunately. He's going to his team has got the fastest lap race anyway. So there we go then. I thought he had the fastest lap then. Chip Hazard's now got a 15-second penalty. Unfortunately, then that is well, it's going to be that was a move in the background. Then Captain Hindsight is back up into P4, but yeah. So I'm not sure. Chip Hazard then is going to drop down quite a few positions, I would say. But where it will be, I can't quite tell because I can't do the maths. Then Marshy then unfortunately is out of the race then as well. And that's a shame then as well because Marshy's race then, especially in the first half of it, was going absolutely stupendous. There we go then. Wab has no end plates then, says Dino. Justified rather than surely it was the Sky 15 overtakes as well then, says Dino. Reaper just past Desert, never mind, says Dino. Right then. Justified just past Captain Hindsight. Again, these two they are catching up to Chip Hazard as well then, who's dropped out of that 1 second window to Liam as it stands. Heading on to the back straight now then of lap 33, penultimate lap soon to get underway. Then Marsky, who's snuck his way back up into the lead of this Grand Prix and has kept hold of it quite comfortably indeed as well. Then as Captain Hindsight once again repasses Justified for P4. Justified then looking to try and see back. But not quite then, not into turn 1 this time then for Justify. Stephen Anthony then, can he just hold on then? He's not got any battery to play with at all then, and Rosa Sky is now motored up to the back of that Racing Bull. And I thought Stephen Anthony might be able to sneak onto the podium here, but he's going to have to try and hold on to that P6 position as it stands then, with 1.5, 1 and 3/4 laps to go here in Canada as well then. Fair play indeed. Chip Hazard's got himself back in the 1 second window then, and Captain Hindsight though has now got himself in the fight here for that final podium spot, potentially on track. That is, because Justified can say something about it. Is he not quite into here? But Justified's in the mix as well. Then I think Justify, oh God, Justify will be able to get P2 here because he's going to be within the 3 seconds of Liam's 6 seconds. And he's definitely within the 15 seconds of Chip Hazard's 15 seconds. Justify then will be able to get himself onto the podium here as well. But Captain Hindsight, I think, will get back into the P2 position then as we head through then into the final chicane then to start off the final lap. And Justify's got another penalty though. That's going to be costly indeed. Rosa Sky has passed Stephen Anthony then. Stephen Anthony starting to struggle on these hard compound tyres. Just needs to make it to the checkered flag then. 1 lap to go then here in Montreal. And 6 seconds there for Justify then would demote him off the podium, I think, as it stands, because he is behind Liam and Captain Hindsight has no penalties at all there. So this could get interesting, but we'll wait and see then as we go through into the final part of the lap then. Quite close then between Liam, Chip Hazard, Justify, Captain Hindsight then as we head through the 35th lap of action here. And oh my God there, Justify then trying to get his way past then, and Chip Hazard almost leading the car then. Oh my, going to go side by side through there then. That's close indeed. goodness me then. Relbo's out racing then from Justify there. Captain Hindsight has snuck through then. Chip Hazard has lost out then to the two of them then as we head through then into the hairpin for the final time then. We'll come back to all of that there because we've got a driver then heading down the back straight then who has been in quite quiet control then of this race then from the pit stop phase, that is, towards the second half of the race. And Marvsky then is going to have round the final corner then for the final time then. Marvsky crosses the line then to extend his championship lead, and he's going to win here in Canada then. A fantastic result there for the Haas driver then, claiming victory in Montreal. Captain Hindsight does get himself P2 in the end there. Brilliant stuff indeed. And gets himself onto the podium. Then Liam rounds off the podium places as well there. Brilliant stuff from Liam as he crosses the line then too. For once again another podium here then in the Williams livery. Then Justify then P4 in the end. Then Stephen Anthony in P5. Brilliant stuff from Stephen Anthony as well. Then Rosa Sky P6, Housie P7, Irvine P8, Chip Hazard unfortunately with the penalties has dropped down to P9 there. Mr. Elite P10, Venom in P11, Goddard's P12, Shadows is P13, Del Kydell is P14. Then Serious Mushroom is going to get the serious point as we go through then into the final part of the lap then for the Mushroom then, and he does get P15 there. Wagstaffen then, unfortunate for Wagstaffen, I'm not sure what happened, but he has at least got himself to the check flag then. Same for Desert, Reaper and Taz as well then. Fair play indeed. Unfortunate retirements there with Marshy, Sam and Jake Busley. Wow, fantastic stuff indeed. We'll have later on then as we go through the classification then, and the podium celebration as well there. But goodness me then, first and we'll run through the podium celebration and classification in just a moment's time. But there we are then with the top three then. Marston then in P3 on the top step then with now Captain Hindsight in P2 then in the Cadillac, and Liam then once again on the podium for Williams there, looking really neat then for Liam here tonight as well. Brilliant stuff indeed. Got the same 10-second pen as last time for overtaking a crash car into the shadows. Hopefully we can get that reviewed then and put into a ticket in. And Pants from Mushroom then got himself a point from them as well. You're my British driver day then, so Justify as well there. Well done everyone in the race then from Dino and who says Justify. But there we go. That is the classification from the Canadian Grand Prix with Martin in P1, Captain Hindsight P2 and Liam P3. Justified with a two-stop strategy then was the highest of the two-stop runners and got himself P4. Stephen Anthony in P5 at the end then from P7. Rosa Sky then has gained 15, I can't read the maths there, but 15 places against P6. Then Housie P7, great drive from him. And then same from Irvine in P8, Chip Hazard in P9, Mr. Elite in P10, Venom in P11, Goddard's P12, Shadows P13, Kydell P14, and Mushroom rounds off the points paying position. Desert completes the race and gets fastest lap in P17 as well. Fair play indeed to the McLaren then for soldiering on then in that Grand Prix. We're done. We've got some interviews to do. 2 seconds. Right, let me get this on, then we get this off. We'll start. We'll start with our race winner then tonight. Then Marsky then, a race win then. Did you see that coming at the beginning of the race? Or